Hi, Carolyn. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good. So, if you remember last time, we were talking about how you're having issues with school. You're failing 3 out of 5 courses. You settled into the first semester really well because you were moving to your own place. You made friends, but now you're having trouble focusing on school. I just want to remind you the issues are for you to solve, but we're going to discuss and hopefully come to some sort of plan today. Okay? So, can you give me a slight update on how that's going?
I'm more aware of the situation, but I can't say there's any changes. I'm still spending all my time with my friends after school.
Okay, so tell me more about that. When you say all your time, what does that mean?
Well, basically, I have an 8 to 4 day from Monday to Friday for school, and pretty much as soon as I get home, I try to work on some homework, but they get there about 45 minutes after me, and as soon as they get there, we just start talking, and homework gets forgotten.
Okay, so it sounds to me that you have a certain amount of time dedicated to being in school, but once that's done, it's straight to socializing with your friends. Okay, and you said that you have still have a part-time job.
Yeah.
How many hours a week does that take up?
It takes about like 15, 20 hours. I work Saturday and Sunday, 8-hour shifts, and then sometimes they schedule me on the Wednesday night, Monday evening.
Okay, so there's also a set time for that as well. There's your weekends, but like sometimes your Wednesday nights are taken up. And so when your Wednesday nights aren't taken up with work, how is that spent?
With my friends.
So with your friends. So when you say you hang out with your friends, what do you guys do? What's the relationship like with your friends? Tell me more about that.
We're really, really close. So pretty much just staying at home watching TV with each other is more than enough to do with each other. We just like talking and sharing what happened in our days and being there for each other. It's never anything extravagant. We just like having each other's company.
Okay, so it sounds to me that you're very, very close with your friends.
Yeah.
When you were at home living with your parents, what was your relationship with your friends like then?
It was different because my parents didn't really let me see my friends that often. Pretty much when I was at home, I was mostly focused on family time in school. And if my friends were coming over, it was for an hour, and after 8, everybody had to be out of the house, and that's it. It's family time again.
Okay, so it sounds to me like you're sort of overcompensating for the fact that your time was very limited with your friends back when you were living with your parents. So now you see this as an opportunity to catch up on all the time you lost from being with your friends.
Yes.
Okay, so now looking at your schedule, how much time are you able to really afford to spend on school?
Technically, I have all my after school. Like, the only days I really can are Saturday and Sunday because I'm going to be overwhelmed with work. But every other day, like hanging out with my friends, of course, I like hanging out with them, and they are one of my priorities. But it's not like it's withholding me from doing my work. So pretty much every single day after school, sorry.
Okay, so it sounds to me that your friends are sort of kind of a way of dealing with the stress of school, maybe because from what I'm seeing, you spend all day at school, and then you see your friends after. It's a lot of time to spend at school, and only a very short amount of time for schoolwork, but ends up getting spent with your friends.
Yeah.
And so, when you talk about your course load, like, how heavy is it, and how much work do you have to do?
Technically, like on my course outlines, it says about 2 hours of homework a day. So that's about it. So it's like lab work they call it. So pretty much when I'm home, they require me to do 2 hours of work, and I'm not doing it.
Okay. So now let's look at school. Well, sorry, let me rewind for a second. You need 2 hours of work in this program. So that takes up a huge chunk of your day. That takes away time you have to spend with friends. Is that right?
Yeah.
Now let's go on to school. You say that you were doing very well on your first semester. What was school like back when you were living with your parents? How important was it to you?
It was super important. And school is still super important to me. I really do enjoy school. But just when I was living with my parents, they gave me no choice but to dedicate all my time with school. And now that I have the choice, I'm finding it hard to manage my time and put all the focus I need to do well.
Okay, so it sounds to me that when you were at home, your parents made you do a lot of schoolwork. And now that you have the choice, it's almost as if you're not forced to be in school.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do it if you don't really want to. But now that you're in school and you see that you're failing 3 out of 5 courses, has that changed, or is it still important to you?
School is still important to me. I just think I'm having trouble making it my priority.
Okay, so it was always a priority to you before, but now that you have other distractions, it's becoming harder and harder for you to
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, I think we're ready to move on to the next topic. We've discussed how important school is to you, how important it is to your parents, and how important it is for you to spend time with your friends. Which one of those three do you think we should focus on right now?
I think
Important.
school is most important to me right now because I think it's going to have the greatest effect on my future.
Okay, that's good. And now, if we're looking at like what would be a good way of looking at the situation? Like, what is the expectation for yourself going forward with school?
I guess to manage my time better and to make more time for school, and kind of forcing myself to stick to it even though it gets hard and it does get stressful and there is distractions. So pretty much just making it not my number one priority, but making it equal to my social life and work life and all that.
Okay, so time management is the main goal, and
Yeah.
obviously you want to do well in school, but you want to manage your time so that you still see your friends.
Yeah.
What are your exact, if you can think of like specific expectations for school, because you said you want to pass, but with you doing well last semester, what do you want with that?
I mean, ideally, I would love to get in the 80s again
Okay.
because that's where I was comfortable and that's where I felt really proud of myself.
Okay. So obviously you did very well last semester because you just started, right? Now we're in this semester, and there's, how much time is left in the
About 5 weeks.
5 weeks, right? Do you think it's realistic for you to get 80% in those 3 out of 5 courses you have left?
I mean, unless I do really, really well in the final exam, I don't even think so. And at that, I don't even think I would get in that grade. So I think at this point, I just want to pass to be able to restart fresh next semester, but I don't know if that's actually going to be possible for me.
Okay, so have we boiled down the problem here, and that's that it's time management, right? It's spending enough time for school. Let's think of a goal.
Okay.
What's a manageable goal? Because you said that 80s is not very, it's not specific enough, it's not attainable enough at this point. What's a more manageable goal for you?
I guess maybe passing with like a 65.
65? Okay, all right, that's good. So before we're going to brainstorm some ideas on this, but before we get there, okay, there are resources. Just letting you know, there is a tutoring center, there's a time management center at the school, so you can look into those. But let's come up with some ideas that you have. Actually, before I get into some ideas, I've also noticed a discrepancy here because you say that you value school, but you seem to value your friends. You say you have all the time to see your friends, right? But if you have all the time to see your friends when school's done, right? Don't you think that you could have as much time as possible with your friends after the semester is over?
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't now a better time to focus on your studies with those 5 weeks left?
Yeah, that I agree with.
Okay, so that's a discrepancy that we have to examine a little bit in coming up with some solutions. So let's brainstorm some ideas. I'm thinking, let's start with one thing. I want to think of the amount of time you're going to spend on your studies. How much time?
I guess I would go with the required time that my teachers give me. So ideally, 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday.
Okay, so 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday, and that's realistic for you,
Yeah.
you think? Okay. How about weekends? Because you said that you're very busy on weekends.
Weekends, I think I would drop all school and just focus on work.
Just focus on work. Okay, so from Monday to Friday, you're doing your 2 hours, and then on weekends, you're just going to focus on doing your work, your part-time work.
Yeah.
And now, where exactly are you going to do? Because you mentioned that you see your friends a lot in the evenings. Where is somewhere that you can go that will help you just focus on your studies?
I guess somewhere off campus where I wouldn't have them as a distraction. So maybe I could find like a little cafe around school or a little restaurant or something to go to.
Okay, so you want to think of a cafe, or what's another place? Like, let's think of like just to have options here.
Like a library.
Okay.
Even like if it's a nice day to stay sitting outside in the park and go in there.
Okay. So we have the times, 2 hours a day. We have the place. Does that seem realistic? How confident do you feel that you can start?
Well, sometimes I feel like I was struggling so bad at the beginning of the semester I won't be able to pick myself up again. But I know that with the right, if I put my mind to it, maybe I can get it.
Okay, so you've acknowledged that you were struggling at the beginning. So it doesn't mean they necessarily can't do it. It just means that you haven't found a way yet.
Yeah.
Which it sounds to me like you will find a way. Okay? So today we made a lot of progress. Okay, so we're just going to go over some things that we went through. Okay, so we went through your parents' expectations of you. And then we talked about how you manage your time in regards to seeing your friends. Okay, you've decided you're going to spend 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday just focusing on schoolwork at the library. And you're going to look into the extra resources if possible. And on weekends, you're just going to focus on your part-time work because we know that's something you don't want to neglect. Okay? So that's all the time we have for today, but we made a lot of progress, and let's try to touch base soon and see how well we're doing with this plan.